All right, so we're here with Brandon Grissette. First question I got for you is let me know about you. What's your background?
So my background, I was born in Aurora. Um, I moved out to Elgin when I like age of 7. Then I got into sports early. Like always playing in the parks. Um, you know, started playing in the city league. Um, you know, After that, obviously high school came around. Um, I got moved up as a sophomore on the varsity. Played 3 years at varsity. I also um, became the 17th all-time scorer in my high school history. Got a little over 1,000 points. My background is similar to a lot of other guys. Um, you know, After that point, I ended up going to college. Um, Ended up originally signed to ECC, and then I got hurt, broke my thumb or whatever, sat out that year, and then man, I signed to like 8 different schools, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy, but it was all a good experience for me. I really had to go get it. At one point I emailed at least like 50, 60 coaches the same email. Just trying to get my name out there.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up playing my freshman year, my first full year back in 2008, 2009. I went to Kaskaskia. I eventually signed a full scholarship there to Division One JUCO down in Centralia, down by like St. Louis area. Um, Man, I originally started off not even starting. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from being all area in high school and all conference, and really feeling myself. So
Mm-hmm.
when I got to school, like it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like everything that I did and the confidence that I had, everybody on the team had that,
Yeah.
if not more. You know what I'm saying? So like me, it was a slow start. You know what I'm saying? I was like third string for for my position.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up getting the keys to the car, man, to the team, and end up starting. I started really studying the game, man, like really watching film, really studying and really grinding at that point. But from that point forward, I knew you know, I knew what I was capable of, but the fact that I started putting the work into it, off the court,
Mm-hmm.
it really took me to another level. I got all freshman team for the region that year, and that year, that was even still to today one of the toughest regions to play in. So after that, I ended up transferring back closer here, home, which is Elgin. I transferred in the city to Kennedy King, which is another D1 JUCO on the south side. Um, Even with that, you know, me transferring, I had to play at an exposure camp,
Mm-hmm.
and the coach seen me, the coach at the time, he seen me, liked me, or whatever. And before back then, we didn't have all these different outlets as far as you know people video recording and social media, YouTube. Like YouTube's kind of coming about, but
Mm-hmm.
when you was in high school, it wasn't you wasn't putting your clips on there.
Right, right.
So did my thing over there, man, and then after that, um, ended up signing to an NAIA out in Nebraska called Bellevue University. So it was at the time it was D2 NAIA. Then ended up having my son after that. So obviously you got to choose between you know trying to really make this school thing work, or
Mm-hmm.
you got responsibilities. So
Yeah.
at that point, I merged over into the coaching side a couple years down the road. Um, I got into training shortly after college. My first team that I actually coached was my son's T-ball team,
Gotcha.
and I knew nothing about T-ball, but I just I was just being a father that obviously for me I had the coaching desire, but it was just the timing of everything. I wasn't fully invested into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, man, I mean I do training too, basketball training. I do speed and agility training as well. Um, it's been successful over the years. I'm steady growing, steady learning, steady getting better in my craft. So You know, it's all been a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.